All right, it's official. Brendan Schaub is losing his mind. Check this out.
What Max Holloway did, called it. What Max Holloway did, called it. What Matt called it. What's crazy about this fight? Called it. What's crazy about this fucking fight? It's not better than UFC 100. It's just not. And then what Alex and Jamal Hill called it. Alex and Jamal called it. Coffin.
Brandon flaming out of comedy and quitting comedy altogether. Called it. Wait a second, though. What do I mean by quitting comedy? Can't you see that this man is naturally hilarious? You know, the way he aggressively shouts, called it, is a mastery of the art of comedy that we can never hope to achieve. If that's not funny, then what is this entire video clip? Just a washed up addict mumbling incoherently? Called it is definitely going in the menu edition this week over at PF Chang's. Amongst all them homeless cats, Brendan sounds more unhinged here than Underweir Lopez. Or when talking about water in Florida. It's everywhere. Them day rules. The teenage diddler Chris D'Elia does similar bullshit with his whoops. Brendan is still working on his timing and execution. Maybe he needs another 10,000 hours probably. And I'm sure he'll knock it out by Friday. Schaub complained for weeks this was the most boring card UFC could come up with. Called it. You called nothing, B. Papa doesn't realize people can go back and see what he said in the past. What do you mean? I thought it goes away, right? Like Snapchat. I mean, Jesus effing Christ, the arrogance of this guy. Brendan finally gets a pick right and acts like an insufferable fool. Thank God he's nearly always wrong, or else we'd have to listen to this jackass bang on like a child. Schaub's like the kid that never gets any wins in his friend group. So when he does manage to do something right, he never shuts up about it. Doesn't matter how much luck was involved. And trust me, all fight calls are 50-50. So it's kind of amazing he's wrong as often as he is when it should be half the time. But if you called it both ways, B, then you can claim a win no matter the outcome. Schaub thinks he has this prediction thing all figured out. And oh, Brendan, listen up. Just because you yell something doesn't make it funnier. Where's the stool? Papa went to Joe Rogan's School of Comedy. Again, where is the stool? Yelling equals funny is the first class. Adjacent to Chris D'Elia and Bryan Callen's School of Comedy. Adding over-the-top emphasis, strange pronunciation, and body stance equals funny. Perhaps that's why Brendan said, called it 5 times. You know, just to make sure it was funny and that we got it. Everyone knows repetition is the lifeblood of comedy, especially if you just keep saying it with no change. It looks like everyone is walking on eggshells over at the Thick Boy Studios. Papa's moving extra fast and he's really unpredictable at the moment. The dude is geeking on Adderall, because you know Addies will do that to you. And the guy who called it is the same guy who said Conor McGregor would beat Floyd Mayweather in a boxing ring. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. So I guess Brendan's gotta tout those wins where he can get them, because they're few and far between. Moving right along, as if when Brendan says called it isn't cringe-worthy enough, how about Papa laughing? Yeah, it's bad. So check it out.
It's June 1st.
To fight Makhachev. That makes sense.
Which part? Turning it down or no?
Turning it down. You don't think so?
Oh.
Why is that?
I haven't laughed that
wait,
hard in a long time.
Wait, hold on. I mean, you think, I'll tell you why.
It's like you've never watched the UFC.
No, I'm going to tell you why.
It's so fun for me.
I feel like he doesn't want to do a repeat of a boring fight.
Oh, thank you for that. You gave me the gift that just keeps on.
You think
Stop it.
You think that Sarukian should have taken the title fight?
Oh, this is good. Yeah.
Well,
Let me educate you.
Okay, so this was such a wild video clip that I just started running around my living room playing Duck Duck Goose. You know, like in 3rd grade. You better watch them hamstrings, B. Schaub is so unlikable, there's literally nothing nice to say about him at this point. Hell, I'm sure not even his kids like him. They 100% hate him. However, they're still young. It's probably just fear now. The hate will eventually develop in their teenage years, once they realize what a tool their dad was and is. Just imagine seeing your dad online later, being and acting like the biggest idiot ever, faking laughs, spewing complete bullshit, lying, dropping the wife's abortion for JRE. If them kids find the contents of this Reddit or subreddit on the fighter and the kid, I really have no idea what that would do to the psyche of a child. It couldn't be good. Brendan is straight up annoying. The nicest thing anybody could say about him is they hate him, but he's always the nicest guy. But guys, be cool. He's trying on a new persona, a new angle, currently mixing in the mannerisms of a combination of different people into a new person he's inventing, looking into taking up scuba diving or maybe getting into cigars, trying a couple new identities out and see if something catches on. Brendan Schaub is so unfunny, he doesn't know how to laugh. I prefer this mongoloid depressed. The confidence he gets when he's on drugs is annoying as fuck. However, his alcoholism phase was great for this. Cripplingly depressed, drunkenly oversharing and looking like absolute shit, yet just enough energy to show up to work so that we can laugh at him. Papa honestly looked like he wouldn't make it to the end of some of his morning shows. It was 9 a.m. and he was already drinking whiskey and rubbing his bloated face in pain. He'd even do those hangover belches where he looked like he might throw up. Then, of course, by the afternoon, Brendan was already numb and brimming with bravado, drunkenly slurring his words while either revealing too much about how badly things were going for him or getting into some spat with one person or another. This is the time that gave us Ariel Helwani, verbally stomping him and everyone around him. It also gave us the Bobby Lee saga. Oh, I got 300 pages on it. As well as stomping on the ashes of the burnt bridge he had with Dana White over they need a handler and losing his shit. Just a mere cycle of drink, embarrassment, regret, pain, and back to drink again. Despite looking like a bloated corpse, Brendan still managed to look better than he does now. It's a problem. And holy shit, just when you think Brendan can't get any more cringe, he finds a way, just like in this video clip here. How Bryan Callen didn't grab the sharpest thing in that room and rush to stab him is beyond me. How does any human stay in a room with this personality changing freak for more than a second? Could you imagine if Bryan Callen was to condescendingly laugh at Brendan like that? Oh, there would be war. Schaub would storm out, probably go piss in the nearest sink that he could find and probably fire Clint. Is it just me or what's wrong with Brendan's face? Schaub's just trying to do the Bert Kreischer now. What a fake twat. That was the most god-awful faked forced bullshit laugh I've ever seen or heard. The dude sucks, man. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below because that's what truly matters, even though we don't matter. But hey, do me a huge favor, guys. Click that like button and that subscribe on your way out. That really helps. And I truly appreciate that. Also, push the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. But I'll see all of you in the next video. Thank you. Take care.
Like, but the Balenciaga one, Jesus Christ.